Hello everyone, it's Andrea. How are you doing today? I'm doing well. Today I want to talk about mental health, about the stigmatism, the limitations, the lack of education, the lack of training, and the lack of information provided by professionals about individuals who have mental health conditions. Now, today, everyone is suffering from interpersonal limitation skills due to what's going on. Everybody fears about expressing their emotions, their thoughts, their concerns, for they will be jeered, judged, and have preconceptions and perspectives upon them. I truly feel that it is important, most importantly, that mental health is taught and enhanced in every dynamic realm, job, and most importantly through the government and the law officials. It is unfortunate that many of individuals have been misunderstood, have lost their lives, got injured, or severely maltreated due to the misconception and misunderstanding of mental health. Mental health has many levels of functioning. For those of you know me, I have over 2 decades of experience in the industries that of social work and psychology. Social work to understand the cultural diversities and understandings of the socioeconomic statuses and the difference thereof found within communities, environments, governmental practices, and households, and economic status and financial economic status. And I have studied that of psychology, understanding the science behind what individuals do and what they don't do, understanding the root cause or the offset or onset of their conditions, and understanding what was going on with nature and nurturance, trauma and drama. So I have experience and I have met many individuals with a myriad of mental health conditions that from infantry to geriatric. I've went into the streets and handled and guided individuals who were homeless, penniless, who didn't have anything but the shirt, if there is, clothes on their back. I have went into mental health institutions, both short-term and long-term. I have sat on both sides of the desk as an advocate and as a family member. I have worked in incarceration of those who have performed the most heinous crimes. And I've also worked with the transitional periods from being incarcerated, that felon of the law, trying to get back into the community. So I do have experience from knowledge, loss, and awareness. And it is my message to you: do your research. Speak with individuals who have mental health conditions. Allow them to strip away the labels, ties, and limited perspectives that have been placed on them, not only by society, but by their own family, their community, their loved ones and friends. Mental health has this connotation skewed as it is an impairment of intellect. But I can speak from firsthand knowledge, both, again, on both sides of the desk as an advocate and as a family member, that is not the case. For it is actually the opposite. These individuals have dealt with their conditions from their onset, which could be that of months, years, and decades, and generations. And I think it is important that we understand what mental health truly is. That it can be short-term, it can be temporary, and it can be permanent. But for some and most cases, it's understanding what they are doing, why they are doing, and when they are doing these behaviors or have these episodes, that we have a better grasp of the individual at hand as opposed to their stigmatism and labels. For years on end, I would go into the office as a social worker and caseworker and go into be a liaison and advocate to different patients. But truth be told, I would put the paperwork aside. Some of my colleagues and supervisors frowned upon this, but that wasn't my style. My mission was to go in there with a clean slate and an open mind and an open heart. These are family members. These are loved ones. Someone's father, someone's brother, someone's son, someone's cousin, someone's uncle. These are also women, matriarchs of the family, mothers, sisters, daughters, aunts. And until we learn to deal and work collaboratively with the individual, then our practices and false beliefs about the mental health population will be forever skewed, misled, misunderstood, and misrepresented. I remember going into the jail cells by myself, unarmed, meeting these individuals that were shunned from the community. They were labeled as murderers, pedophiliacs, criminals. And I would go in there and talk to them as if they were human. Because you know why? They are human. Everyone deserves the proper respect to be treated as a human being. And when we lose sight of that in our humanity, then we're not doing our due diligence upon request from our Creator. We are not defined by our conditions. We are not defined by our diagnosis. We are defined by who we are from our heart and mind combined. And when we still look through the world and look at each other, what my favorite quote is, to look at one another, to love another person is to see the face of God, from that amazing musical, Les Miserables. Judge not them by what they do, nor who they are, but they are your brother and your sister. Mental health has many different realms and levels, and sometimes the treatments exacerbate the condition or create another one. We must find and learn how to get to the root cause of managing these conditions, lessening the stress, the anxiety that we portray upon them aside of their condition. Whether it be that of chemical imbalance, that of having the inability to communicate effectively, to listen effectively. And if you look at today, a lot of individuals are taking their lives due to depression, anxiety, frustration, being misunderstood. It is our responsibility as a human race to learn to treat each other as a family member, as a human being. We all come with flaws, we all come with shortcomings, we all come with strengths. And when we are able to mold them together and put them and work with them effectively, that's when we are going to be at our best. Let's change the insight and view of mental health. And let's tackle it full force by creating a trustworthy space for the individuals to share their thoughts, concerns, fears, and what's on their mind safely, so they are no longer misunderstood, so another life won't be taken from this world, so another relationship may no longer be severed. Do your responsibility today Allow yourself to educate yourself, because you can only control what you do. Gain the knowledge, gain the insight, and be informed. And remember this: we are all part of humanity. And it's what we do not only in front of the scenes, but behind the scenes, by acting with integrity, love, and passion, we can make this world a better place. My name is Andrea, your personal accountability coach, certified global motivational speaker under the mentorship of the Mr. Les Brown. I thank you for listening. I thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and please pay it forward. And let's make this world a better place. When we are young, our story is told to us. And as we grow old, we begin to write our own story. Take the pen in your hand and learn in this crazy game of life to press play. Plan life according to you. Have a wonderful day. Be well.